Hello, it's Salem. Welcome back, and thank you so much. I am flabbergasted. I'm on the floor, rolling around, I'm eating carpet, I'm swallowing the walls. Being able to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers is not something I ever thought I would be able to do, so I'm gonna be messy and dramatic about doing it and say thank you so much. You have made my life so much better, and I'm so emotional about this, but I'm trying not to be emotional about this because it means a lot that you like my crazy ass and you enjoy listening to me talk and you enjoy listening to me be a bitch. I'm so emotional about this, but I'm trying not to be emotional about this. It's like, it's so big, but I don't know how to express to you guys how helpful it's been to be able to tell you all of my thoughts and be silly and funny and be myself. This channel has not only been an outlet for me, but it's also been the most amazing way to facilitate new friendships with you guys, because talking to you all in the comments means the world to me, and I'm totally gonna gloss over it, but we did hit 3 stars, so this video is gonna be footage of me basically just cleaning up, because Isabel makes me turn this island into a shithole every time, and that's the only way I can get to 3 stars and unlock terraforming, because she hates me personally. Or maybe it's Tom Nook, because I don't know who's pulling the strings here. It could be either. But thank you so much for supporting me through this and letting me be your weird, wacky, kooky little friend, and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. I'm gonna finally get into this because I've been rambling for too long already, but holy shit, thank you so fucking much. I'm so excited to spend more time with you guys and see what happens and just chill and be happy and take this part of the internet and make it our own. So about 2 days ago, right when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I made a little community post, a little community tab post. Sometimes I'd be talking over there if you want to come see me. I asked you guys to ask me your most burning questions, your little tabloid interview magazine questions, your burning wonders, okay? And because you guys are the best people in the entire world, you totally delivered. So I have a hefty load of questions to get through. Let's get into it. Also, real quick, you're gonna see in this footage that Phoebe was constantly following me around and would not leave me alone, so that's just interesting. That's just really interesting to me. Without further ado, question 1 I have is from Ginny Curry. They ask, who or what inspired you to start YouTube? That's a really good question because I feel like I've kind of been a chronically online person since childhood, and that has probably irreparably damaged my psyche. But I've wanted to do YouTube for a long time. I think some of my first inspirations were probably, and I hate to admit this, live on TV. You guys cannot use this as blackmail material. You cannot tell any future employers about this. I understand my shortcomings. I hope I can do better in the future. Anyway, my first YouTube inspirations were Dan and Phil. Okay, you had to have expected that from me, like somewhat, right? Because I talk about My Chemical Romance and talk about being a bitch all the time. That, you had to expect it. You had to expect it from me at least a little bit. But Animal Crossing wise, definitely Amanda, the Amanda Files, and also all of my friends who have started YouTube, like VIKKI and THYME and JESSIE. I will link them all down below, of course. They are my inspirations. They are not only like my best friends ever, but getting to know them has truly helped my confidence a lot, and also getting to see their amazing content is so inspiring and makes me want to play the game a lot more. It's really hard for me to find inspiration, and just knowing the people I love so much are doing it makes me want to do it even more, because it's something we can share and we can talk about and we can giggle about and laugh about. YouTube is a little tee-hee moment for all of us, you know? It's great. It's really fun. It's really cute. Also from Ginny, we have, how did you come to terms with your gender identity? Ooh, okay. So I have known that I was a lesbian since 2016, which is like a pretty substantial amount of time if I do say so myself. It's a pretty good amount of time to be like, women, you know? But I never really had the time, I guess. I never had the mental space to question my gender until I was more comfortable with that. And then the funniest thing happened. I met my group of friends who were a lot more open and supportive, affirming, I guess, with gender and the thought of exploring it. And the more I saw people around me kind of get comfortable with looking into it, I decided I might try it out, like just for shits and giggles, just try out a little bit of they with my she, you know? And then the most funny thing happened, even more hee hee ha ha than the original. I ended up really liking it and actually realizing that I had never quite identified as a girl. I'd always been kind of like forced into that box, but I thought, you know what, like, I'm a lesbian, I'm obviously not going to fully identify with being a girl, which is not true, by the way. Just like, whatever you identify as, that's totally fine. So like, don't ever try to think you're in one box or another. But I had some problems with like my body image and what I thought of myself as, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I just did not identify that much with femininity as much as I identified with just being androgynous and leaning on kind of a masculine side of things. But it definitely took some time for me to accept like both the feminine and masculine parts of me and just realize that there is no set gender. There's just being on the spectrum, you know? And eventually I realized, you know what, like, I'm just not a girl at all. And it's time for me to go ahead and swap that she, throw it out, put it in the sun, set it on fire, and replace it with a they. So now I'm a they, them, you know? I'm here to indoctrinate the world into the non-binary agenda. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. That was a joke. Leaders of church camp, please don't come for me, please. I don't have enough money to do a lawsuit right now. Last one from Ginny. What is an underrated NPC? Okay, listen to me, look me in the eye right now. Sahara, it's gotta be Sahara, right? We all know it's Sahara because, listen, they come here selling their rugs. They come here on foot, selling their rugs every single week. And you know what? Who gives them any respect? No one. They know what they want, they do it, they're amazing at their job. Stand Sahara, okay? Give Sahara my love, or I will put on tap shoes and dance in your house. Just easy, my beloved, thank you for the question. They asked, if you could be given a superpower, what superpower would you like to have? That's really a good question, but also a very loaded question, you know? If I was able to have a superpower, if I was given the ability to do whatever I wanted, like, I'm kind of stuck in between the ability to teleport and also just the ability to be like Batman style superhero where I have the money to just do whatever I want. Because I have a lot of long distance friends. Sadly, I wish we all lived on a commune and were just like eating grass and shit. But also if I had like Batman amounts of money, I could probably just fly. I could probably just fly everyone out. So I think I would be like, my superpower is the rich person, and then I can just kind of like donate my money and like fight crime that way. Because did you know, so I'm gonna pull out my soapbox right now, a lot of crimes happen because not only is mental health care not affordable in the United States, but neither is housing, food, and safe sex. There's a huge wage gap in certain communities that make it a lot harder for people to stay out of crime. There is very much prejudice against people, so unlawful arrests against people of color happen way too often. Unlawful arrests against trans and gay people. You know what? The more I can combat that, the cooler of a bitch I would be. So you know what? I'm gonna be fucking Batman. Nobody can stop me. Cameron, thank you so much. I love you. I'm proud of you too. Do I have any piercings or tattoos? If yes, what do you have? If no, plans for any? Yes. Okay, I don't have that many piercings, but I do have tattoos. I have a lily of the valley on my forearm, my left forearm in fact, and then I have a cute little fairy kitty on my bicep. They are my besties. They are everything to me. Tattoos are one of my favorite things to have, and I'm so happy that I was able to get some this year. I'm hoping to get some desert bluebells on my other forearm because of Better Call Saul, because my Lily of the Valleys are Breaking Bad themed, so you know what, I'm gonna do a little match it cute moment, you know? Nobody can stop me. I only have 2 ear piercings, but I do really want a septum piercing and possibly an eyebrow piercing soon, because I love putting metal in my face. Piercings and tattoos and body modifications are truly my beloved. I want to look as fucked up as possible, and I'm gonna make it happen. Your dreams can come true with only needles. That sounds really bad. This is why I should have never gotten 1K. You know what? This was a bad idea. All of you who subscribed, that was a bad idea. Okay, unsubscribe right now. Trick Cloud, my beloved, hello. Apart from Animal Crossing New Horizons, what are some other favorite games of yours? Okay, I'm a Stardew Valley fiend, as you know. I just started streaming it and I loved it. I'm definitely going to be doing another Stardew stream soon, so like go ahead and catch it. I'll post a few hours before on Twitter because I normally do it kind of impulsively because I can't handle myself as an adult. I also absolutely love Pokemon Legends Arceus. I have been so obsessed with it, and Nintendo Switch Sports has been slapping lately, I won't lie, but one of my favorite games when I was younger is Minecraft, and that's definitely made a resurgence because, you know what, I want a little hit of that nostalgia, and the best way to do that is to play a pixelated game from 2010. Trick Cloud also asks, 3 TV series that describe your taste the best. Okay, you know what I'm gonna say. Number 1, Breaking Bad. I'm sorry. Nobody has shut me up about Breaking Bad yet, and I don't know how they could, but I just need someone to do it. I need someone to comment specifically, please shut the fuck up about Breaking Bad, because you know what? It's truly the best show I've ever seen. It really is truly the best show I've ever seen in my entire life, and I hate it. It's taken over my life. It's made me a terrible person. It's made me a better person. It's made me God. It's made me Satan. I don't know what to say about Breaking Bad other than please watch it and please tweet about it to me. Tell me what you think. And also the prequel series, Better Call Saul, is wrapping up its final season right now, and oh my god, I'm gonna shit my pants. It's so fucking good. So those two, and then I also really enjoy the Golden Girls for like a less heavy thing. B. Arthur, queer icon. I mean, she's not queer, but she did found some homeless shelters for queer people, was a really big advocate for both animals and the LGBTQ plus community, and Estelle Getty was a big advocate for gay rights and the fight against AIDS. So you know what? They are my grandmas. They're my favorite people in the entire world, and we're not even going to talk about Betty White because you already know how much I love Betty White. Betty White is my grandma, my best friend, my whole world, everything to me. Betty White, I love you so much. I hope you're having the best time flouncing away in gay heaven. Trick Cloud also asks, what is the best meme? Okay, that's a hard one. You can't ask me that. You can't ask me that. There's been too many. But like what stuck in my head for the past 2 days, I think it's been 2 days now, is this image. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you are making it your phone wallpaper right now because I don't know why it's funny to me, but it's really funny to me. Okay, you know what? The Breaking Bad talk is not going to end anytime soon because Miss Amanda, the Amanda Files in the flesh, you know her, I know her, she's my favorite, she's my best friend, she's everything to me. Amanda asks, what are your favorite things about Breaking Bad and who is your favorite character? Thank you for making me talk about this because you know what, I'll take any opportunity. I'm like a fucking goblin looking for gold, you know what, sniffing out the coins. I just want to talk about Breaking Bad so bad. You could get me out of a coma right now and be like, hey, can you tell me about Breaking Bad? And I'd be like, well. If you didn't know, Vince Gilligan calls there's like kind of a certain shot in the show where it's a very interesting angle and you're kind of looking at the cast and characters from the perspective of an object, and the creator, Vince Gilligan, calls that a Breaking Bad shot. That is one of my fucking favorite things ever, like just on television in general. Oh my god, these shots are so good and they're so absolutely like engrossing. You know what? You're gonna get sucked into the series with this. But not only that, no character is completely black and white, and that's the best part to me. I think it's really up to you to choose who you empathize with, and if you empathize with Walter White, I hate you. And if you empathize with Jesse Pinkman, kiss me on the mouth. But not only that, every single scene in the show has a purpose, and it has such a beautiful connection to the entire rest of the series, and it's insane and it's absolutely disgusting. Why would they make this TV show? Why would they ruin my life with it? Why would they make the best TV show on earth? It's actually gross, and now I'm never going to be able to enjoy anything else the same way. And like, okay, here's the thing. My favorite character is like, it's Jessie, but alright, you know what? I'm one of those bitches. Okay? I'm gonna apologize right now, but you know what? I saw what happened to Jane in season 2. I never forgot about it. Personally, I never forgot about it in my entire life, and it haunts me every single day. She is everything to me. I miss her. She hurts me every day that she's gone. You know what? I just can't fucking stand that Jane is gone. She was the best. But I also think that Gustavo Fring was one of the best villains in the entire world, and Mike is like such a good representation of the police system and how a dirty cop can turn into a better person than an actual active duty cop. I need to shut up because I could talk about this for literally 6 hours. You know what? I'm probably gonna do a video essay on Breaking Bad one day and you can't stop me. You can unsubscribe, but I will still be here talking into the void. Okay, let me move on. Alright, you know what? Next question is from my beautiful, wonderful friend Clint. Clint, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Question 1. If you could be anyone from Animal Crossing New Horizons, who would it be? You know what? Personally, I think this is possibly the easiest question to answer because you know what? Flick gives me gender envy and it's never gonna go away and I'm gonna be dealing with it for the rest of my life. So you know what, Flick? I'd give anything to fucking look like that, okay? Listen, you got the piercings, you got the plaid pants, you got the buck lovin', that's me, baby, that's me. That's my ideal form. The chameleon part, you know, I don't know if that's part of it, but whatever. My all-time favorite movies. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say number 1 favorite movie is Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is probably, you know what? It's a basic answer, but it's the truth. I feel like Rocky Horror defines such a generation of like eccentric, more camp movies, and I also just genuinely enjoy Tim Curry with my whole heart, and it's also, you know what, part of that queer awakening. Everything turns back to me being gay. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. Anyway, stream the Rocky Horror soundtrack. It's amazing. It's a banger. It really is. You know what? Even if the movie wasn't good, the soundtrack is a banger, and the movie is good. So you know what? Even better. The next question is, you're 99 years old. What would your legacy be that you would be leaving behind? I'm about to have a crisis, Clint. You can't do this to me. I'm gonna have a loud crisis. If you see somebody in the air, floating through the air, like ascending, that's me. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'll be down in a minute. I don't know, because, like, I kind of want to say this channel, but also I think, you know, like, my work is also there, my writing work, my books and stuff, that would also be left behind if I, you know, pathed away. But, like, I think more importantly, I don't know if anyone even feels like this has happened, but if I've made, like, any kind of impact on anybody else's life, I think that would be the most important thing to leave behind. I don't even know what, like, I could have possibly made impact-wise on other people's lives, but if I've changed anyone or brought in anyone anything, that would be the most important thing to me. I really went from Breaking Bad to, like, existential pondering in about 2 seconds flat. That's amazing. That's a world record. You know what? See me in a minute, Guinness. Shamallow, hello. I love you with my whole heart. I hope you're doing good today. Thank you for the question, which is, what is your favorite Pokemon and why? I think that's like a very big toss-up for me because I think I have 3. I think my 3 favorite Pokemon are Espeon, Altaria, and Quagsire. Maybe. Probably? I think so. Listen, out of the evolutions, Espeon is the most, like, amazing color, okay? You know what? I fucking love Espeon, and the evolutions are like my favorite thing in Pokemon. I love them so much, and I think they're worth the hype. Personally, I do. Altaria is very special to me because I feel like they were my first partner Pokemon, even though they're not a partner Pokemon, but like the Altaria I got from my friend when I first started Pokemon Sword is like my prized possession, my baby, my beloved, and I used her every single day. So Altaria has like a really special place in my heart, honestly, because I just love her so much. She's my baby. I really want an Altaria plushie, but you know what? I have not been able to get one yet. And Quagsire, I mean, like, have you seen the man? Have you seen him? Have you looked at him with your eyes? Come on! I love him so much. Quagsire, he's so stupid. He's got no thoughts in his fucking brain. I love Quagsire so much. Sunflowery boy, hello. Thank you so much for the cute little question. Thank you for the question. I love you. Can you give us some of your ACNH Island tea? Okay, so Idyllico, having just started, has already had a lot of tea, but I am still waiting for that story to develop, and as you can see, Phoebe is obviously trying to move it forward. Thank you, babe. But on my first island, Lesbos, which I did do a tour of a couple weeks ago, if you want to go ahead and look at that, it has the dramatic title, you'll know immediately what it is. I had these 2 little bitches who were in love. Their names were Shep and Zell, right? Okay, you know what? Shep and Zell, keep those 2 in mind. Anyway, I thought it was totally like end of the story. You know what? They were together, they were in love. I respected it. I really did. I respected it with my whole heart. I was gonna be their wedding planner. And then, you know what, I walk in, I find Shep with Rosie, and I don't even know what to say. You know, I don't even know if I should be telling Zell about this. I don't know if he's in on it, because, you know what, I feel like he's the kind of person who could be in on it, but I didn't want to overstep if he wasn't. So, you know what, I go over, I'm like, Zell, did you know about this? Did you know about your husband, or husband-to-be, I guess? Because you know what, the wedding hadn't technically happened, but I knew that it was gonna happen. Alright, I was already seeing these two as married. I was like, hey, did you know about this? Were you aware of this? Were you in on this? Did you know? And I truly don't know to this day what was going on. When I deleted that island, I didn't know. I had no idea if Zell and Shep were together still. I have no idea if Rosie was supposed to be there. But they both seemed happy at the end. So, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe there was, like, a poly relationship going on between Rosie, Zell, and Shep, which, like, totally go for it. But it was honestly a shock. You know what? It shook me to my very core. It was insane. I've never had something like that happen before, and that was probably like the biggest scandal on that island, because I don't know if it even was a scandal. I hope Zell and Shep are doing well in the void. I'm so sorry I deleted them. You know what? Lesbos was killer. I just wish you could change your name, because I wouldn't even have deleted it probably. But you know what? You can't, and we're not gonna have a dead name on an island in this house. Not me. Not ever. I also asked for some questions on Twitter, so I want to get through those a little bit, because I can't leave my Twitter folks out. By the way, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you know what? You can. You don't have to, but you can. Mwah. My beloved Ollie, hello Olivia, I love you so much. They asked, what is your favorite animal? That's like such a toss-up for me, because I kind of have like a million favorite animals, but I'd probably have to say that like my favorite animal is a frog. Where I live currently, we have kind of a little frog season in September, where these like really tiny little toads come out, and they're my best friends ever. I love seeing them. They're so cute. I see them in pairs sometimes, and they just look like they're on a little froggy date, and that makes me so happy. But I am also a really big fan of sugar gliders. I think they're so cute. I also love cows. Cows are adorable. They're my babies. I love them so fucking much. Last but certainly not least, in this cute little Q&A, I have a question from Lauren. Thank you so much, Lauren, for asking this. What's a place you really want to visit and why? Okay, well, I am still planning to move to New Mexico pretty soon in the next couple years, but I do really want to visit Albuquerque and look at all the Breaking Bad filming sets, because I'm a fucking nerd. But I also really want to go to Ireland. I think it's one of the most like gorgeous places ever, and I would love to go there and just meet all of the beautiful wildlife and see the gorgeous scenery, because you know what? Fucking love Ireland. Also, Hosier's from there, which makes it good. Oh my god, we went through a really good amount of questions. I think we really did it. We did the damn thing. I'm so proud of us. Are you proud of us? I'm proud of you. Are you proud of me? I need constant affirmation. Thank you again from the literal bottom of my fucking heart, the very bottom, the pits of hell of my heart. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting me. It means the world to me. I'll get back to my normal videos next week, but it was amazing to get to know you guys, and I hope that you know me a little bit better now. Thank you so much, and I can't wait for this to keep going and to keep having this amazing place that I can kind of call my own home and be myself in. It means the world to me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!